if targeted, just to work hard. And like I tell you all the time, joy is going to come in the morning. Keep hopes alive. And once you have life, you have hope to achieve all dreams and all goals that you have set for yourself. Good morning and welcome to Healthy Morning Life here on Hstv. My name is Stephanie Georgina Manyana, and I'm not here alone. I'm here with my TV husband, William Diego Pakaveni. Good morning.
Morning. Apo
Now, me not dum. No, yeah, now say.
Adomia, I got idea. So,
yeah, they say you go to the markets with your money and then the grace of God.
Yeah,
and you get
exactly.
to buy what you want.
Yes, I did. You did that. We're still alive.
Right.
Well, it's the day after our own finance minister was summoned before Parliament. Well, I said he would go. He has no choice. He went.
Yeah.
And a lot of issues emanated as a result of that issue. And jobs, issue about COVID-19 expenditure, other issues that has to do with expenditure of money, cathedral matter, and all those things were all raised. But he answered, but it looks like the minority are not still convinced. Hence, the Speaker of Parliament has asked for a probe, two committees to probe into the COVID-19, especially because the figures they are putting out. Somebody are saying 19 billion was actually allocated for that. They spent, the president came out to say they spent 17.7 billion, and according to Afuriata they spent 12.3 billion. And the whole, like,
according to him, we had over 18 billion and then we spent 12 billion. It looks like as
so there's a need for us to probe, and then so the speaker has asked two committees actually to do some probing. So those are some stories that we'll look at during the matters arising. So essentially that I said, but Ejakun is still trending this morning. So I decided to go check out what exactly. And he's accusing the president to be very honest with himself regarding the economy, because he says he created the mess. So he should just not allude the whole conversation to the fact that there's Ukraine-Russia war that is affecting us and all that. He knows what is happening, so you should just come out clean. But there was another tweet that I saw that he's asking Joyce Aye to be his vice president. I'm not too sure whether he said that, but it was part of the trends in the tweets that was out there. And the fact that people are saying that MPP will never allow him to become presidential candidate. Well, as to that, how that is going to happen, well,
and then Japan is on the other side. That's why we're talking one corner beside. Benson is saying that it looks like the Japan is climbing the ladder, and for people to think that it's just between, or the competition is between Mahama and Alan, they are jokes.
And the funny thing I'm also gathering also is that about Nyahu Nyahu Tamaklo, he was formerly with the MPP. Now it looks like he's he doesn't want to have anything to do with them. He's always accusing Akufo-Addo here and there. He's saying that Baumia would never be allowed to become presidential candidate. So it looks like
things are happening in the NPP camp.
Yeah, a lot of issues here and there. But see, I don't want to subscribe to people who seem so authoritative about certain issues. They think that they are the only authority about it when they say that is what it's supposed to be. No. You never know what can happen. Whoever thought Akufo-Addo will become president?
Yeah. Whoever.
I mean, he was never given a dog chance anywhere. But here he is.
Whoever thought Chairman Ntumi will still retain his seat.
Exactly. So some of these comments are okay to come when we are getting closer to the elections and all that. So it's expected that we'll have a faction here, another faction there against each other, saying this. People will be digging into their past, finding out some stories and issues that has to do with what they've done once upon a time and all. So it's all part of the politics. So
it is.
Just wait and see what the result will be. Well,
somebody is equally trending.
Boy. He's my all-time favorite artist, actually. If I didn't tell you, and I'm telling you, he's my all-time favorite artist.
I see.
Oh yeah, his song was this the latest one that he did. This is Sekete Okabo for this shit. I know you're resi. It's smart. Yeah, that's my favorite song. I love my own. That's the title. I love that song. Actually, when I was on my wedding day, when I was entering, that was my song I chose.
Are you serious? Yeah. Like in the church room?
Oh no.
Reception?
No, I'm talking about the engagement.
Oh, okay.
When I was entering, that was my song. I specifically chose that song, my own.
I see.
Yeah, I love Samini to bits. I'm a big fan of Samini. I mean, from the Linda days, Jai Shea, his collaboration with this lady, the Oh, she's now out of music. Abriwanana.
Okay.
One of my favorite all-time collaboration.
With her, I see.
Charlie, I love everything about it.
For him now, he's like Mr. President.
Oh.
Don't you think it comes with too many responsibilities?
Not at all.
Really?
I think what
It's a whole tertiary institution. You can imagine the number of affairs you're going to run.
First of all, he's not a young person. Somebody is about my age or a little older than
he's
me.
like it.
The 40s. He's responsible. Aside the fact that I say put that aside, he's quite responsible. He's been able to manage himself in the industry. He's been relevant in the past 10 years. I think that he brings some experience of maturity to the table, and I'm hoping that he'll be able to deliver.
So you
remember recently there was an issue with him and the Gatesman. Sorry, I said Gatesman. Security man. Now they don't call them Gatesman again. Security man. But that was. I think it was
doing his job. I mean, that shouldn't be.
It has nothing to do with it. I'm thinking he'll deliver. I think he'll deliver. Competent person of a lady. I think I saw the picture this morning somewhere. We can display it when we're doing the Matters Horizon. I think he will bring some good things to the table. So
congratulations, Mr. President.
Yeah, Presido.
I actually think it will come with too many responsibilities, juggling that alongside his career and all of that.
Oh, at times when the senior man, the politics near Ghana, no, our current president is almost 80 years. Nigeria, Atiku is 75 years. He wants to become president, and he's there now. So let him exhibit. We want people to know the other side of him. I think his leadership role, sort of. So he's bringing that to bear. So I really want to encourage him to do all the best he can to support Gimpa in fighting for the rights of the student. Yes, I think he can do well.
Congratulations to him.
Kudos to the High Grade family. Yes, the president of the High Grade family and the godfather of Beam Nation. You know, he tutored Stoneboy. Yeah, so I like him. I like both of them actually. I love them. Yeah, good. Well, today on Infocus, I don't know whether you might have chanced upon the gory story about one Reverend Minister and his wife, a barrister, who lost their life. I think they were 42, 41-year-olds. And unfortunately, they lost their life due to a road accident. And it has to do with this big tracks down the road and all that. And today, we're going to focus our attention once again on the roads. How protected are we? How secured are we? Who are those fighting for us? National Road Safety Commission, are they doing their mandate as they should? What's the education that is going on? The recent statistics that came out says that we actually done pretty less than 8% of what number of deaths that we had in the previous year, as in 2021. It looks like we are doing pretty well, but I'm not too okay with it because per analysis as at February this year, we're losing 9 lives every day, which is not good at all. I mean, you should have the barest minimum where even a day we don't even incur any death at all. So we're going to focus on road safety today. Reverend Cyril Benedict Crabb will be joining me to have that conversation later on Infocus. So stay with us on that one.
Yeah, it's a very sad story. I actually read over the weekend. The fact that they left a 3-month-old baby actually was very sad for me.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not a crime to step out with your family or to step out with your husband or your wife, and it's not a crime. So why you not coming back is a very sad one. And I can imagine the child.
So nothing happened to remember what's his name, Reverend Istulanabai, his kids. He lost one of his kids just through an accident.
It's sad. It's sad. So yeah, we'll be looking forward to that conversation and learn a thing or two. And on Stay Alive, I'm going to have in the studio Dr. Razak Rahman, and we're going to talk about low testosterone in men. It was actually a conversation we wanted to do before Father's Day, to actually educate our fathers what to look out for when it comes to testosterone in them, and just for them to stay alive and stay healthy. But we're going to have a conversation today, so you will open the phone lines. So whatever question you have concerning that low testosterone in men, I am equally interested. And it's going to be educative and interesting conversation. So we'll have that on Stay Alive segment.
Interesting. All right. So it's a packed show as always. Stay with us from now to approximately 9:30. Don't forget, Twitter Jelly will be coming right after the introduction, and then we'll come in to do the Matters Horizon, and then of course we're going to have Stay Alive, and then I'll come in to do the Infocus. And don't forget, Precious Azuma is also in there somewhere after the Matters Horizon to do Sports in Minutes. So all the sport details emanating in Ghana and elsewhere. She'll put it together in some few minutes and bring it up to you. All right, and that's it.
Yeah, that's it.
We're gonna take a quick turn, and then when we come back, we'll be doing jelly, and then we'll do Matters Arise. But don't forget, the show is brought to you by Kankesi Prudential Life Insurance. Always listening, always understanding. Stay with us, we'll be right back.
Hello, sweetie. This is Sweet Jelly. I am so excited to be sharing my spring roll recipe with you all. Now, if you're new to my channel, join the sweet team by clicking on that subscribe button right now. While you're at it, hit that bell and hit all notifications so you do not miss out on anything that I upload. Now, sweet team, if you have not turned on all your notifications, you may miss out too. So do that now. Thank you. Let's get started. So to begin, I'm going to prep my meat and I get rid of any fat. I'll then cut it up and wash it in warm salty water to ensure that any preservatives that were put in there in the store comes out. At least that's how I feel about it. And then you don't want to cut it along the grain or parallel to the grain. No. You want to cut it against the grain. That is what will ensure that you'll have nice tender meat. Now, what is cutting against the grain mean? It means you cut it across the muscle lines that you see in meat, because when you look at meat you will see some lines in it. Those are the muscle lines. Cutting your meat across it will help it cook faster and it'll be nice and tender, so it's perfect for stir fries. Next, I'll add my meat into my pot. To that, I'll add my chopped onions, onion powder, garlic powder, anise, ginger powder, beef seasoning, and some salt to taste. And I'm going to cook or steam the meat in its own juices for about 5 minutes. Now I'm going to add enough water to cook my meat until it is nice and tender. So I'm checking on it now and it is ready. It's nice. Just look how nice and tender it is. So I'll set it aside to cool completely while I go ahead to prep my carrots, onion, green bell pepper, cabbage, and scallions. So I've washed it nicely and I'm just going to cut them all up into the little stringy way we like to cut them for spring rolls. So enjoy. Now that everything is nicely prepped, I'll add some oil into my frying pan. To that, I'll add all my veggies, and I'm going to stir fry this for about 30 seconds. Okay, if you're a vegetarian, this is all you have to do. Vegans, vegetarians, no meat needed from this point on. All right, so I'm just going to season it with a little bit of salt, remembering that your meat have salt. Want to overdo this so that it doesn't become salty. I'll then add in my meat, turn my fire off, and stir everything together. Next, I'll add about a tablespoon of cornstarch into my stock, and I'm going to cook it until it is nice and thick, and this is what will bring some nice creamy moisture into my spring rolls. I do not want it to be just dry at all, so I just cook it until it is thick and it's nice and cooked. Let it cool for about a minute and then add it. You don't want to add it in when it's hot because we do not want our veggies to cook. So I stir everything together, set it aside to ensure that it is completely cold before we start wrapping everything up. All right, wraps, and make a little paste with just flour and water, and we'll be using it as a seal. So once it's done, I'm just going to set it aside and begin. So I'm going to add my filling into the wrap, and then I'm going to roll it twice. Then I'll fold the sides over just like this, and then I'll roll it almost to the end. Once I'm almost there, I'm going to add some of the seal. I'm just going to brush it on and complete rolling. And that is all there is to it. Very simple, very easy. So we're done with the round one. Now I'm going to shape the rectangular shape or the square cut wrap, and you want to follow the same process, roll it twice and fold the sides over. But this time I'm going to apply a little bit of the paste to the two corners, because when I'm trying to fold it, it seemed like the bottom or the tip sticks out. You can see it right there. You see how it stands up, so the paste helps it to lay down beautifully. And then I'm going to give it one more roll over, then I'll apply my paste to the very tip of this using the back of my spoon this time around, and I'm just going to fold it to the end, and that's it. We're just going to repeat the process until we're done.
Continental food, madam. Food, madam. International food captain. We'll show you how to make pizza, jollof, banku and okra soup, sushi and pastries. All this and more. Sweet agenda. Go go, go go, gaga, go. Sweet agenda. Go go, go go, gaga, go. Sweet agenda.
So at this point, we'll be using this other type of wrap, and you want to add your filling to the rough side so that the smooth side will be your presentation side. So I just add my filling, roll over, follow the same process, but this time I'll be using water to seal it. Whenever I'm using this particular wrap, I prefer water to any type of paste, but it's totally up to you. You can use your paste for this or water, it doesn't really matter. So I'm just going to finish rolling everything up, and then it'll be on to frying. I usually like to wrap them like this and keep them in my freezer, so whenever I feel like spring rolls, I'll just grab it from my freezer into my oil and I have them. I don't like keeping the wraps. I rather make the whole thing and store it in my freezer. All right, y'all, so we are all done. I'm going to set this aside, add some oil into my frying pan and allow it to heat up, and I'll be frying my spring rolls on medium heat. So once it's nice and hot, you add your spring rolls and you keep an eye on it, stirring it periodically until it is nice and golden brown.
Continental food, madam. Food, madam. International food captain. We'll show you how to make pizza, jollof, banku and okra soup, sushi and pastries. All this and more. Sweet ajay. Go go, go go, gaga go. Sweet ajay. Go go, go go, gaga go. Sweet ajay.
It's looking good. It's nice and ready. So I'm just going to get them out and put them on a paper towel lined tray to get rid of any excess oil. And I'm going to continue frying until everything is fried up or until I have enough to serve my family. We are all done. Just listen to the crunch. So make it your way with or without meat. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give your girl a thumbs up because it helps me out a lot. If you're a new subscriber, welcome to my channel. This is Sweet Ajele. Thank you so much for subscribing. And to the sweet team, y'all know I love you. Until I see you in my next video, stay safe, keep loving each other, and remember that the love of God and family is life's greatest blessing. And guys, ke unamini uchemi sweet mahabotu. Bye y'all.
My name is Dr. Andrew Akutu. I'm the Managing Director of Hstv Funeral Homes. Hstv Funeral Homes was established to provide modern, state-of-the-art and comprehensive funeral services. If a family lost a loved one, everything became a do-it-yourself affair. But Hstv Funeral Homes was established so that everything that has to do with the funeral, from the time a person dies until they are buried, can all be done and made available in one place. And at all time, to emphasize the importance of treating the body of the deceased with the utmost respect and dignity. Hstv Funeral Homes provides any and all services that have to do with funerals. Hstv Funeral Homes will recover the body from wherever the death occurred, embalm the body using the most modern techniques. We will keep the body or store the body in our state-of-the-art refrigeration system for as long as the family desires. Nearer the time of the funeral, we will prepare the day up for the funeral. We provide transportation, namely ambulances and hearses, to convey the body from one place to the other as the family may wish. We also provide on our premises the services of an interdenominational chapel where the services can be conducted. We also have the only modern crematory in Ghana at the moment, which services not only Ghana but also Côte d'Ivoire. We also have a cemetery, one of the only two privately managed cemeteries in Accra at the moment. All it takes, literally, is one telephone call and perhaps 2 visits to our premises for everything to do with the funeral to be arranged. There are plans on the market. Most of them are based on the premise that when the insured person passes away, the insurance company will pay an agreed sum of money to the bereaved family. Often enough, the sum paid to the family may not be sufficient to cover the basic needs the family requires. That is where the Prudential Dignity Plan comes into its own and is significantly different, because what the Prudential Dignity Plan ensures are the services that will be required, so that it does not matter whether 5 years or 10 years after the insurance was taken, those services will be provided regardless of the fact that the costs may have gone up. Once you are insured, your services are covered. It doesn't matter how long before the death occurs.
Dignity Farewell Plan from Prudential Life Insurance, in partnership with Hstv Funeral Homes, is providing families with over a decade of experience and peace of mind when it comes to saying goodbye to your loved ones.
Hey, what's up, bro? How you doing?
You are my brother, my friend, yeah, and I never did leave you, We've been friends since we were born, so it is natural I like you, Because of you I leave my girl, because of you I fight my parents, even because of you I choose some friends, yeah. So I am worthy of your friendship. No, kakami akaoyoshimi, yeah. Please don't tell me that you're leaving me. Promise that we go die together, marry together, and live forever, eh. Brother, please don't tell me that you're leaving me. Promise that we go die together, marry, live forever, eh. My best friend, my everything. Never go sell you for anything. I don't wanna lose you for something. I mean it for something, for
Hi, boy, Stephanie and Dr. Razak talking about male testosterone. If you're out there, you're a man, and between the ages of say 20 to 35, you can function that well. Maybe you need to give him a call right now, okay? Because your manhood is almost everything to you. It's more like your ego, your pride. Well, it's time for us to have another conversation. It's called In Focus, and if you might have been a ardent user of social media, you might have chanced upon a picture of a Reverend Minister and his wife, who was a barrister, aged 42 and 41, losing their lives, I think just last week or so. And it has a result of truck driving, or a big truck on the road that resulted in the death. And it's a very unfortunate story. So we are here to have another conversation with respect to what happens on the road. We're looking at the proper transport of heavy duty vehicles on our major roads. How are they even efficiently being run on the road? Are they supposed to be running? What time of the day? And what kind of quantity of goods are they carrying even on in their vehicles that they travel with on the stretch of the road? What kind of speed limits are they supposed to go? And these are the conversation we're going to have. Joining me is the president of the Accident Victim Support, Reverend Cyril Benedict Krapp. He's always been with us when it comes to road safety, and he's here to have that conversation with us. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Yeah, you know, we still with the Safe to Safety Child Road Safety campaign. Yeah, so we're still looking forward to get sponsorship for that project. It should have been on the 29th.
Yeah, you mentioned that.
But the sponsorship is not forthcoming. Okay. But we are still pressing because it's already on social media. It's already gaining views, comments, likes, and shares. And so we are yet to do, you know, the needful on that day. Well, it's, you know, allowed to postpone it so that you can do it.
So long as it's going to come off and be fresh.
Sure, it will.
And service purpose.
We currently have about 11 road safety school prefects, road safety prefects at various schools. We are yet to inaugurate because we have to do the program and then inaugurate them. I'm very, very happy the way the schools have accepted it, and they are yet to, you know, come out so that they can go out there. The teachings we give them in the schools, they know now they are the custodians of safety. You know, so we're looking for any institution watching us. We are still with the lollipop. It's still working. I
stumbled upon some staggering reports that I was quite alarmed about. It happens that it's not just in Ghana, but the entire African. A number of accidents that happens is even way above is it international. So it says when it comes to road accident, Africa pays the heaviest price with the world's highest fatality rate of 26.6 road deaths per 100,000 population compared to the world average. So the world average is supposed to be 17.5% per 100,000 and 9.3% per 100,000 in Europe, according to World Health Organization. So Africa seems to be paying more for it. What is accounting for all this? But before you answer though, the latest report that is coming as respects to road accidents in the year 2020 looks like we are doing pretty better than last year. 8% according to some statistics, better than last year. Are we doing something good that would take away the 26.6% for Africa?
Yeah, thank you very much, and a quick good morning to your viewers and to all road users, also to National Road Safety Authority, Accident Victim Support Ghana, our board especially, and our team, and also to everybody who has been a lover of road safety. We say good morning to you. Let me say also good morning to Ghana Insurance Association. Last Thursday, a week will be tomorrow, they honored us with a donation. You know, they are having the insurance month, you know, for all insurance companies. You know, the Ghana Insurance Association is the mother body for all the insurance association in Ghana. So their insurance month, were able to be there. We were invited. I mean, unexpectedly, they called on us and then donated some amount to us. I mean, it's the first time we have received such an amount, you know, and from, I mean, a well-recognized, you know, institution like the Ghana Insurance Association. It has about 60-something insurance companies, insurance brokers, and the like. You know, all the insurance people are in there. And before all of them, they recognize the Accident Victim Support Ghana. And for me, I think it's a credibility that they have seen, the integrity they've seen, and above all, they've seen the work we are doing. And so I would just want to say a very, very big, thank you, express my, profound gratitude to the body, Ghana Insurance Association, and also use the premise to advise government. Everybody calls me and they are like, this is your work, government must come in. It's been 14 years, 14 good years, supporting accident victims. Ask me of anything at all, crashes that happen in Ghana. First and foremost, I can give you, we've been there, we are there, we've spoken to them, we've supported them, we are part of their support if should die or should be in the hospital for 14 good years. And I don't think government should shy away from us. So for Ghana Insurance Association to come, National Insurance Commission also is getting ready. And I had some proposals, see me at the office, bring your letter and stuff. I think it's about time that government would see how credible we are and then also will come on board, because every now and then we have accidents. I mean, at our junction, Banyard, now the lights goes off by 9, comes on the next day at 10. And look at that, such a place, such an interchange, and you have traffic lights gone off. Every now and then there's an accident.
As we speak, the president's house, in front of his house, the traffic light doesn't work. For the past that place, it doesn't even work.
I would still
the
want to
police
use the
station is
opportunity.
just next,
Yes.
just opposite it. The traffic light doesn't even work.
I'm campaigning, I'm the insurance man campaigning in buses for the insurance database for everybody who has been on, who is in a bus traveling to know if the car is insured or not. So the star 920 star 57 hash is my campaign now, the insurance man. Because when you get the accident by and you don't know that the car is insured, you are in trouble. So before you board a car, before you enter, check the number. Take just 30 seconds to dial the number
of the car.
Yes,
the bus.
The star, you can check it now. Star 920 star.
Star
920 star 57 hash.
57.
You have a car. If you do,
yes, I do have a car.
Please put in your insurance number, your car number. Yes, your car number.
All the numbers.
All the numbers. No, when you star 9257. Exactly. So put your vehicle registration there. Exactly. Yeah.
17. All right. Just did.
Okay. So you know your car.
Active policy. Yes.
Active policy number 1.
Giving the name of the car.
The name of the car.
Number
2. The color of the car.
The period of registration.
Insurer. The insurer.
The company. And from NIC. Yeah.
So when it is confirmed by NIC from NIC, then it means your car is safe. You can even pick Stephanie. You can pick anybody for free. They can even sleep. They are free. They are good. In God forbid, but in just the case of even a scratch or a dent of an accident, they are safe. They can access insurance by going to the police. They report their accident. Later 14 days you go for your police report. You head towards the doctor's report, blah blah blah, and then you are in there for your insurance. The insurance people are ready. Insurance pays. The one-man campaign I'm doing, the insurance man, he says, don't be a prey before you pray.
Interesting. Funny enough, I had one insurance company's advert, and the tagline is "Brakes fail, insurance doesn't fail."
Exactly. Yes.
Well,
so we are talking in mass. Don't be a prey. Don't go and be involved in an accident and become a fish where you have been fried and you have been ready to be chewed, and then you come and you say you are coming to pray. Prayer works. I believe in prayer, but if you don't do due diligence, you are going to be in trouble.
All right.
God
let
cannot
me take you back to the question I asked.
Yes. So
are we winning the war against major road accidents? Because
we are seriously in a war, and I think that we have big plans, or let me say this year in particular, I think we are winning the war, because to save even one life is as equal to saving many lives. Just as they say that when you educate a man, an individual, and then when you educate a woman, yes, in this particular case, when you save one life, you have saved the entire country. Because for the past 6 years, we've had several decades. We see 3,000 people at the end of the year, 2,500 people dying. Injuries, like when you check the CIDs, crashes, injuries, and then death. Especially the injuries, those we take care of. 16,000 people. I mean, it's outrageous. You ask yourself, why are we butchering people on our streets? You know, where the degrees of injuries are very, very high. And let me say a very quick good morning to the family of Evangelist Augustine Chum, and then the wife, Augustina Ya Chum, the barrister. I was there last Saturday to have a talk with the church members, the elders of the church. I'm yet to meet the family after today. I mean, after this meeting, I'll be there. I want to quickly say that no pastor should think that prayer would cover him. We are not the Enochs and Elijahs of our time.
He didn't even save Eastwood Anaba in his kids. So
Reverend Eastwood's case is even different. You see, but with this particular one, I want to tell the entire pastoral group that, look, we are not exempted. We are not exempted. The young pastor is 43 years.
Okay.
The wife is 42, a barrister. Such an investment. I mean, for you to go to a law school, study LLB, and then go to Mokola and go and study the real thing and come out, you graduate, you know, and start to be called a lawyer, to be called to the bar. Such an investment. That one aside, a pastor who has a church, 5 times my church size. My church takes 120 people. My church building takes 120 people. His church. So you can see the impact that this man is giving, contributing to national development. You know, when you are in church, you pay people school fees, you give people employment, you give people counseling psychologically, and then, you know, biblically, prayerfully. This man is doing all that, setting people up, just for him to be involved in an accident and lose his life. If I should show you the picture, the video of the wife and he himself, the way they were grounded, as if there is no bones in their body. I really send my empathy, my condolences to the entire family, by extension to all the pastoral groups, especially NAC, Association of Charismatic Pastors, you know, where Archbishop, I believe, is the chairman, and they're like the Ghana Pentecostal Charismatic.
What exactly happened?
Yes, that's what I'm saying. He was driving and traveling to BA for a funeral, and whilst they were going, I mean, I wouldn't say that he was over speeding, but in most cases you would definitely drive to a certain limit, legally, as is given on the stretch. So that's why he's on a legal speed. But the stretch that he veered off to is a stretch with the understanding we have, is basically for such tractors. And this long tractor has a roller on it. The roller that grants the stones when roads are constructed. Such a heavy duty, you know, machine, and this roller was carrying. But the news we are also hearing, or the reports, eyewitness report by people who are standing by, saying that this particular tractor has the tire busted. So he was confused coming and happened to meet this the pastor, unfortunately, on his lane. At the Odumase, Konongo Odumase. So with the effort of going off, and also the tractor trying to stop, the roller fell off.
Oh, okay.
And then grounded the pastor. So when the wife was removed, I have the picture of the wife. You can see the bones. It's like it's been grounded. You see, and trust you me, such a story, such a video. You can't stand it. I'm a pastor. I'm a pioneer. I've said this over and over again. We are a Christian country, like it or not. I'm not ashamed of the gospel of Jesus Christ. I'm not ashamed to be called a pastor, regardless of however anybody sees me. When God was calling me, nobody was there. But I believe that I'm called for this purpose. That go and talk about accidents, talk about road safety, and add prayer to it. If the church shirk our responsibility to pray and to advocate against road crashes, we will be in trouble.
You started on the premise that you are calling on all the pastoral fraternity.
Of course.
To not just pray.
Yes.
By that, what are you trying to say?
We must contribute to this effort.
Okay.
At the end of the day, we meet apart from corporate days, from Monday to Friday. We, the pastors, have the opportunity to meet the larger population coming into various churches. So we have the responsibility to add road safety to our activities.
Okay.
At least at the end of the day, at the end, the announcement should also be that when you are driving, drive carefully. The announcement should be that when you are crossing the road, cross at the right place. As a child, when you are crossing the road, cross at a zebra crossing. As a church member, when you are leaving today, use the overpass. As a church member, when you are leaving today, put on your seatbelt. As a church member, when you are leaving today, don't overspeed, don't overload, don't overtake. If a pastor says this, come on, it comes as a prophecy. So you will take it. Yeah. If a pastor says that we have realized that the accident has increased and we lost about 3,000 people, I don't want to lose you. So I'm telling you, just the Bible says, obey my commandments and live. We are done. I don't think anybody will go out there even the next day to go and be reckless on our roads. Because when you look at the people that are causing these accidents, check it religiously. The highest of them are Christians. And when they die, when they get injured, they come to us. The National Road Safety Authority, let me say a very good morning to Engineer David Adonting. He has made the effort by setting implement our roads that he has done to ensure that this year the first quarter would record a decline of road carnages, at least, if for nothing at all, 1%, so that we know that at least we have hope, and there is that foresight that these crashes could be reduced or prevented. In fact, road crashes worldwide are avoidable. They are avoidable. But we in this country have not made the effort to avoid these crashes, and continuously we hear increment. But this time around, the first 5 months, in all the CIDs, crashes, injuries, and then deaths, we've seen decline, we've seen decrease. And I am particularly happy to save just one life, to move from the 10,000. Yes, we've lost, we say a quantum of people had died, but able to save some.
Makes sense to you?
Yes, it makes sense.
So our conversation has to do with the fact that this tractors. What exactly are supposed to be the road? Unfortunately, I don't have much time.
Yes.
So what are supposed to be the guiding principles?
This is it. Transporting the proper transportation mechanism for heavy duty tractors. We've seen how in this country we have been irresponsible in transporting these. Some of them have larger faces, some of them they are very large. Our roads are very small. Over the years, we've not really expanded our roads. Surprisingly, all the roads, even if they construct them, they are still small. That notwithstanding, we bring in these buses, these heavy duty tractors, and we don't put in, or we don't adhere to the right, the proper way of transporting them. Number one, every heavy duty vehicle must be transported, especially heavy duties that have a very larger face and it is large in size. It must be transported with an escort.
Okay.
There must be an escort, an escort like a car, a pickup with a siren.
Okay.
Whether a pickup or a small car, there must be an escort car, bus, a pickup, which will lead this heavy duty, especially cars that carries explosives or they carry highly inflammable, like a Piatti incident. Very good. You saw the irresponsibility we envisage at Piatti. It should never happen again. Now, going forward, heavy duty cars, if they are transporting them, number one, the proper way is to have a pickup with a siren on it to announce that such heavy duty cars are coming.
Okay.
That's number one. Okay. Number two, these buses must have times that they leave. They move to the streets, to wherever destination they are going. You can never, mix heavy duty buses or heavy duty vehicles with you know, normal ones, cars, you know, because we have private commercial transports, commercial cars running around, and with such recklessness in our system, you can never afford to cost more lives. So at least you consider the proper way to escort them is the times that you need to check. Thirdly, if you are transporting a heavy duty vehicle, the driver must be a driver that knows what he is transporting. Because some of the drivers, like Apiati, he got down and started shouting. In this country, if people start shouting for danger, it is rather you are announcing people should come and see danger.
What you're doing,
You see, so the driver must be trained. Unfortunately, every driver that we have transporting heavy duty vehicle, unfortunately and unfortunately again, most of them are not trained.
But Rev, who is supposed to make all those things you have listed be effective or be actualized?
Very good, very good. Very good question there. Thank you very much. The National Road Safety Authority Stay Alive, Arrive Alive campaign says that if you are transporting these things, first and foremost, the driver must be educated. The driver must not just be licensed, but it should be a qualified licensed driver who will be transporting it. A driver you know has good health, you know, he's in the right frame of mind. Yes, who can detect anything and can report. When you carry heavy duty and anything happens, you should be able to write what happens, not just say them, but you should be able to put it on paper. With our Stay Alive campaign by the National Road Safety Authority, enforcement, compliance, regulations are key to all institutions, because they are the custodians of safety. Any safety activity on our roads, the National Road Safety Authority must see, so to check compliance, that if you have done the right thing. If not, then it means you cannot be on the road. It will be a risk. So with heavy duty transport, the National Road Safety have written that there must be compliance. And compliance enforcement, as I talk to you now, there's a department, regulatory compliance and inspectorate department at the National Road Safety Authority, head by or directed by lawyer Atuahene, who does that. And the moment you move these heavy duty vehicles, you have to comply with, and in fact, the routes you also pass is very, very important. If you are passing at certain places where there are children and you are carrying heavy duty tractors, you are carrying explosives, it must that you consider users. And let me say this before I forget. Enforcement, no, education, enforcement. Education without enforcement is entertainment. So the National Road Safety Authority, with all the stakeholders, at this time around, putting in the effort to enforce the road laws. And anybody who does not adhere to whatever regulations the Road Act is saying, driving inconsiderably, driving recklessly, and all that, you are going to be dealt with. And a very big thank you to Serene Insurance and then Enterprise Insurance for the support. We are yet to talk, like I said, but we are still looking for sponsors.
Finally, I want you to also give your contact out. Just
thank you very much. The Accident Victim Support Ghana number, anybody who wants to support, 0246 869214, 0246 869214. And our one Ghana one victim support line is 0241 123430. And Safe to Safety says that we are the world, we are the children. Let's save our future now.
All right, awesome. So that was the Reverend Cyril Crab. He happens to be the president for Victim Support Unit here in Ghana, and he's doing an amazing job to help curb the carnage on our roads. Thank you for joining us once again. Wish you all the best with your campaign. All right, so on that note, we'll wrap up the segment and, of course, the show for today. God willing, tomorrow we'll bring you the Friday edition of Healthy Morning. My name is William Diego Parker. I was here with Stephanie Georgina Mayana. Thanks to our producer, Shadow Kabe, and the entire team for the support. See you tomorrow, God willing.
Show me your love.
boom 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 za. Yeah yeah yeah. I was shaking me. Zaga boom 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 za. Yeah.
Yakusha.
Zaga boom 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 za. Yeah yeah yeah. I was shaking me. Zaga boom 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 za. Yeah. Wama kume muno.
Right!